Would you all please stand and join Sue Lounsbury in our pledges?
Will you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And then, while you're still standing, will you join me in the four-way test? There we go. Of all the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Now you may sit down. Would all the Rotarians who have guests and their guests please stand? Gordon, do you want to start off?
I want to introduce my wife, Grace Gam.
Well, that was quick. Okay.
I'm happy to introduce again my wife, Judy Schilling, to the club. Yeah.
Janet.
Hi, I'm happy to introduce my friends and friends of David Skaggs, all members of First Congregational Church. This is Diane Stum-Thedeke and Jim Thedeke.
Hi, I'm again introducing David Driscoll. Assuming he makes it past 5 o'clock this afternoon, he will be an official member of the club.
Jancy?
Yes. Thank you. I'm delighted to introduce to you my middle daughter, Elizabeth Campbell. She writes for the Fort Worth Star-Telegram, generally reporting right now economic growth and development. And I also have a second guest under the table. Her name is Barbara. She's Sing Eye Dog.
Hello, everyone. This is, again, my pleasure to introduce Eve Kilmer. Was with us last week and was also at the happy hour on Tuesday. I wish more of you could have met her. It was a good time for those who did and all of us who attended. But Eve continues to explore the benefits of membership by meeting some other folks and hearing what we do. So we're glad you're here, and I hope you continue to feel welcome. Thanks.
Thank you. Erin?
Hello, everyone. I'd like to introduce my good friend Hannah Gayer. Because I've got Nancy Geyer here sitting at my table, so Anna Gayer. Anna is a fellow realtor, residential realtor with RE/MAX Alliance here in Boulder. And I've talked up Rotary so much to her that I finally got her to come for lunch. So please welcome her.
Are there any guests we missed? Well, thank you all for coming, and please join us again.
Thank you, Sue, and thank you all for being here. Thanks to the greeters of the day, Alessandro Sachs, Lena Kotke, those scanning you in, assuming you all got yourself zapped, so to speak. Lindsay Sachs, Charlotte Rome, and Sue Lounsbury helped on that. And pulling the winning ticket for their raffle, at least helping with that, was Pam Heinck. And of course, we can't get through a meeting without our illustrious meeting management group, Fred, Nathan, Steve behind the camera now, and of course, Wendy. So thanks to all of you. A couple of things on your table. Cassidy has been doing the tents again that give you an idea of some of the activities that we have going and areas that we have some additional need. So at this point on the agenda, I have something that's listed as Rotary, then, now, and next year. Now, if you were in school, you would be entering the second semester. and either considered the second quarter or the fourth quarter of the second semester. And I thought, I will be bold and brave. So on your tables, amidst all the other pieces of paper, there was a little white half sheet that says, "Hey, Marty, my experience this year at Boulder Rotary has been blank. I've really enjoyed blank. I'd sure like to see blank. What I'd really like to know is blank." So this is the report card, and there are a couple of them on your tables, so feel free to give me some feedback if you would. And actually that goes right into the moment to tell you about. Also on the table is a turquoise type sheet that has the takeaways from something called Wait, Wait, Please Tell Me. A year ago, just about today, actually March 31st, we did a program in a snowy Friday at the Avalon. And it was titled Wait, Wait, Please Tell Me. It was the opportunity for those of you in attendance to give me some feedback on about 6 areas. One of them, several of them actually, had to do with the then existing strategic plan. Others had to do with various aspects of our program, what we do or don't do, what we do or don't like, etc. So in looking at the then and now, I couldn't quite separate them, so they're going to be a little bit linked together at this point. There were several highlights of things that you mentioned at that time that I thought, well, let's just pause for a moment in time and see what's happened in this year. There will certainly be much more to come, and a more complete one of these descriptions was last August. What you said about yourselves was that we have identified ourselves as an action-oriented club. And I think examples of that would be a couple of panel presentations that we've had over these last months, as well as participation in the mental health series. Now, there's a current one right now, and Pam Hink, wherever you are right there, would you give a quick overview about a program that we're looking at now?
Your Literacy Committee, thank you, is launching a new project called Homebound Project, which we are teaming up with Boulder Library to provide reading material to folks who are homebound and can't get to the library. It's a fantastic new process where you go and pick up the books and deliver them, and then when you deliver the books, you pick up the books that the person has and take them back to the library the next time you go. It's designed to be near you if you are one of the delivery people. So the books go to the library that is nearest you, and there's a green sheet on your table in case you are interested and want more information. Thank you.
Thank you, Pam. What you also said about yourselves is that you wanted club-oriented service day. We did that. We did that in October, coordinating through United Way, and a number of us enjoyed spending time doing a variety of activities out in the community of service. You also have participated in rotation days, which have expanded our awareness of community and the business opportunities within the Boulder area. And Aaron Rote and I think Andy Myers helping with this. The next one up is June 15th, so there'll be more information forthcoming on that. You've also liked social events, and who wouldn't? It was already mentioned, Jim mentioned the happy hour, which happened on Tuesday this week at Cantina Laredo. Several of you, or more than several, attended Annie on Valentine's Day at the Boulder Dinner Theater stage. You've also attended a Rotary Comes Home dinner, and the next one of those is coming up on May 12th, so there'll be more information forthcoming about that. I think Joanna and Lindsay and okay. Anyway, more information forthcoming on that one, and hope you enjoy that. It's a wonderful time to get together with Rotarians, friends, family members, etc. You've enjoyed good speakers and programs, so kudos to Gary Kahn, Paul Jurdy, who have co-chaired that, to their committee members, and to all of you also who have suggested different programs throughout this year. Often we'll find that we have many more suggestions of programs than we have slots, but That's a great problem to have. You've also supported 2 major fundraisers. You've supported Wicked Good and Wine to Water, which in turn have helped our own club's good works, be they in this local area or internationally. And then we get into the next year part. Next year, 2 days from now and 1 year, we will be 100 years old. So April 1 of 2019 will become 100, which is an incredible achievement, I think, for this club and for this community. We've been led in the committee this year by the Kotke duo of John and Lena and their trustee committee, which has kept the focus on service above self and especially a legacy of service. Part of this also has to focus on the projects which are tangible, service-oriented, and ones which involve our history. This was something, again, last March that we were showing you, including a picture of the JCC that said Boulder Rotary across the top. JCC chose not to remove their own insignia, and that's okay. We are looking at a variety of projects, some of them significantly in the works. Just an example of that would be the Mindfulness Garden. And this is part of the new BCH facility that you might have seen written about recently on the camera. It's the Della Cava Family Medical Pavilion. And within that, there will be this mindfulness garden. The Behavioral Wellness Committee has come up with a list of about 8 quotes which have been given to BCH. Those will be portrayed around the garden as well. That's not the only thing we're looking at. In the plans, 3 water bottle refilling stations around the community, involvement in a peace park or collaboration with that. Still working on the service project idea. And then, of course, you can't turn 100 without a party. So April 6th, 2019, we will be having our big happy birthday party. My husband Robert and I are co-chairing this, and I am looking for those who would like to help us put on a really good party, and we'll accept any and all offers of participation, including some other co-chairs, because it will take a few of us to put it on, but it will be a wonderful thing to celebrate. You'll have much more information about this in June when we have the details and have the big reveal, as it's being called. But sooner than June, in 2 weeks, on April 13th, the illustrious Michael Brady, who succeeds me in July, will be giving his program on the 3-year vision plan that came about as a result of the visioning group earlier this month. So that will be the next year part, and he'll be giving you a snippet of what that's all about. So at this point, that's kind of like the not a year in review really, but where we were, where we are, and where we're going, and a lot more information to come in all respects. So at this point, I would like to turn the mic over to Carl. One of the things that I have been pleased about, and I think we've succeeded in giving our programs their good amount of time each year, and so there you go, Carl. Thank you. When you talk about the blend of those who are elected to office, when I was going into my assistant superintendency in Whittier, California, a friend called and he said, "Oh my gosh, Marty, do you know the board is comprised of all women?" And I said, "Well, you know what, Art? There are 5 school systems feeding into one. That's not the one that I'm going into, and I really have always appreciated the opportunity to serve both genders, both male and female, in any elected capacity in any committee." So thank you for those comments as well. Now for the raffle to support our scholarships. Da-da-da. Okay, don't dump it out. Okay, you should, if you have a ticket, have a number that begins with 1. Okay, that's encouraging. If you have a ticket, the 3rd number in is 4. Would you please stand? The next number in should be 8. The following number should be 3. Oops, well, they're all going down fast. And the last one ends in 7. Hello, Mr. Rutherford. Well, come on down and get your money. Follow that man, and he'll tell you what you've just won to celebrate the weekend. At this point, let's go for the PowerPoint, please.
Hello, Rotarians and guests, and welcome to the PowerPoint for March 30th, 2018. Well, Sunday is Easter.
Sunday is April Fool's Day.
But best of all, Sunday is Boulder Rotary Club's 99th birthday. Happy birthday, Boulder Rotary Club. Yay! And now, moving on to committee briefs.
Support is needed for Youth Exchange fundraiser. Our two students, Vicki and Paul, along with Vivian from the Boulder Valley Rotary Club, are looking to host a fundraiser on April 21st to help raise money for their upcoming West Coast bus trip. They're looking for some assistance for the event, and typically it lasts about 2 hours and includes light hors d'oeuvres and wine. Please contact Chad Stam if you're interested.
And Rotaract will be winding up their year here soon. Their last meetings are April 3rd, April 17th, and the final one on May 1st. Their meetings are held in the Humanitarian Building on campus, room 245, from 6 to 7 p.m. Boy, everybody sure loves a good dinner party, Sally. Look at the fun that these people are having.
Well, here comes Rotary Comes Home.
Details regarding this year's event.
Saturday, May 12th at 6 p.m.
The host provides the location and the food.
Guests bring their beverage of the choice to share.
Ticket prices are $35 for a single and $70 for a couple.
Proceeds benefit RILA scholarships.
Last year's event was a great success and featured delicious Italian, Greek, Mediterranean, American, and many more cuisines.
What better way to support the youth of our community than to spend an evening with fellow Rotarians eating amazing food, sharing stories, and making new friends?
If you'd like to host at RCH dinner this year, please contact Joanna Kane. Wow, the Conference on World Affairs is over 70 amazing years old, Sal.
Next week's program, April 6th,
is going to feature the Conference on World Affairs. Be here. Oh, it's time to get this on your calendar. And let me tell you, district conferences are fun.
So much fun.
May 19th and 20th, 2018 is our district conference. And District Governor Abbas Rajabi is inviting you to make a difference, touch hearts, and serve humanity. And attend this conference.
At the Denver Hyatt Tech Center.
This
has
been
the
Boulder
Rotary
Club
PowerPoint
for
March
30th.
2018.
Everybody,
have a
great weekend.
BRC birthday weekend.
Yeah, happy birthday, Rotary. Woo!
Thank you all. And at this point, Carl has a little presentation he'd like to make.
Thank you, President Marty. President has been kind enough to give me 2 minutes to talk about and make a flag presentation from the Rotary Club of Tika, Kenya. Tika is a town located about half an hour outside of Nairobi. That my wife and I were recently there. We've just returned from 2 months abroad in Kenya, France, and Switzerland. We were in Kenya in pursuit of a project, Rotary project, that my wife, Tindit, is championing. She's a member of another Rotary club here in Boulder. And that project is up on the border with Somalia in the Dadaab refugee camp. It's an education project. And she led a group of Rotarians from Boulder including myself. I was there on a support role, to Dadaab. And our host club in Kenya is the Tika Rotary Club. So we visited them first, and we had a double flag exchange there because I presented our flag from the Boulder Rotary Club, and she presented her flag from the Boulder Valley Rotary Club. And then we got 2 flags in return. And so this is the Rotary Club of Tika flag, and I'm pleased to present it to President Marty. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and do remember, if you're traveling, you don't have to leave the continental U.S. or any part to visit another Rotary Club, and we can always give you our flag, our little banner to take with you, so that would be wonderful. One comment about our Rotary family. Marilyn and Honey Terrell suffered a family loss. Her father passed away just earlier this weekend, and when she and I were talking, she said, well, you know, he was joking and happy the night before he passed away. So our thoughts are with that family at this time of loss. The report card, if you don't mind, there are a couple of those on the table if you want to leave them there or bring them up when you scan out, or not scan, but when you leave. And then rather than moments of inspiration this year, I've kept trying to find some sort of quote that fit the program. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So I was given this book recently. Instead of stay calm and carry on, this was something to the effect, pardon the expression, screw it, get mad, and get angry. And so in that one, under politics is the first section, I found this quote: I have come to the conclusion that politics are too serious a matter to be left to the politicians. This is from Charles de Gaulle. So I wish you a happy weekend, however you choose to spend it, and realize you've spent a wonderful time in the best place to be on a Friday afternoon in Boulder, Colorado. Have a great one.